Hello and welcome back to class. In the previous class, we said we are going to be building this website, and we said we are going to be merging it to something like this. We want the header to be something like this. So we want a grid system like this. But this is what we are using, right? So we've started it. We've done the HTML part of it. Then we're about to go into the styling. Remember, I picked different sections from it. I said we're not going to be doing all of them. So this is what we have now currently from our previous class. We have the navbar area and these links. We also have this header part and these images, right? Then we have this part which is this. We're going to be doing this part. Where is it? Sorry, this part here. This is it over here. Then we'll also do this part, right? That's what I have over here. What is it? Where is this? Um, that's what we have over here. There's a place I added video. Okay, that part I've seen the part, yeah, but okay, I've seen the part. I remember it very well. I didn't have the video on the last class. And also, I said we are going to be what's it called? We're going to be adding this what's it called? The section I added. Okay, I think it was this grid section. I think this is where these images are coming from. So, without wasting much time, let's get started with the styling. Now, I also said something. I said in order for us to understand position, relative, and absolute, I'm going to be doing like a number tag on these cards, right? So before I start, I will go back to my HTML, which is this, and I will add that number. What's it called? The number cards also. I can't remember. I think it's where I added the image, profile web. Let me see the profile web image. Okay, I think this is it. This is it. So let me look for this image, all of it. Mm, okay, good. I've gotten it in first occurrences here. So that's inside this div. So I will okay, I'll put it under the image. I can put it anywhere of my choice. So since I've already gotten the image, I'll put it under the image. So let me just duplicate it. Let me just get this guy again. I've selected all of it. Then I'll put a number tag. That will be a span. Right inside that span, I will see one for all of them, right? So let me see for the second one. Okay, good. So it's working fine. So the second one will be two. Sorry. So this will be two. And the next will be three. I'm sorry about this. The next will be three, which is this. This is going to be three. And next will be four. Then the next will be five. The next will be six. Then the next will be seven. And the next will be 8. Then the next will be 9. Okay, I think this is the last one of it. So 9. So I'm going to go back to my web page and see what this is giving me. So good, I've gotten there. So let's start with the header part of it. Now, if you look at this top, I'm having this guy at the left and these other sides at the right, right? So if I go back to my work page, I'm going to go upstairs. My CSS is already linked, right? If I come to the style of CSS, I can do universal selector, right? I explain what this guy was doing. I say first I need to set my padding to 0 pixel to strip out every initial padding. Now set my margin to 0 pixel to strip out every initial margin. Now set box sizing to border box. Remember what I said this was doing? It's making it such that the content, the padding are all fit into that border, right? So that's what it's doing. So if I come back to my web page, I will get something like this, right? Then now also I will look at this page. If you look, there's a space, there's a uniform space from each end. That's to say from here to here and also from here to here. And that space is constant all through the web page, right? So I'm going to give that space on my nav. Right, so I have a nav tag. So I'm going to say padding for the nav. Now for top and bottom I can see 20 pixel, then for left and right I can see 10 pixel. Sorry, 10%, right? Let me use percentage. This is because percentage is a responsive value. So I'm going to click on it. So it feels like that is too big. So let me use 15, let me use 5% rather. So you can also use pixel value, you get. So I think 5% works, right? So let's manage 5%, though it's not exactly, but let's just manage it. Now, okay, for the top and down padding, let's reduce it a bit from 20 to, let's say, 10, right? So let me see, and let's go back and preview. So I think 10 works. Then now, if you look at the nav, right? Let's go to the logo area of it. So if I come back to my index.html, now if you look at the nav bar, this is the start of it. I have the h1, right? So which is my logo. So and I also have the UL. So for the nav, in order for me to get that arrangement, I'm going to say the display should be flex, right? So that some items will be on the left and the others will be on the right hand side. So that's what will give me this that now place side by side, right? So other flex properties will do that for me, one at the left, one at the right. So that will be align items center so that they'll be horizontally aligned. So if you look at what I'm having now, that's what I'm getting. Now that one is coming from the issue, but if you look, they are horizontally aligned. So let's go back again. You can do something like justify content space between. So we've talked about all of these styling. So this is what I'm having now, right? Then also I will go back again. Let's look at the h1, right? So I will say nav h1, which is representing my logo. I will also say display of flex, align items center, justify content. I won't give you justify content, right? So this is what I will have. Then when I go back, you can see my navbar is now well aligned, right? So good. So you can see that we've almost gotten this top part of it. Then also, if you look at this, it has a color. I don't know the color, but there's a way I can get it by inspecting. Sorry about that. So I can inspect this, right? So when I inspect, I'm going to get the nav color, um, or that color over there. I don't know the color value, so let me inspect again. If this inspection, okay, I've gotten the color. So EF, right? So I'll come back here. I'll see the background color should be ash EF. Right. So when I do this and save, sorry, I'm using a bright theme. Like I said, I've done some settings lately on my system. Never mind. Let's just manage a bright theme. That's definitely not my style. I prefer using the dark theme. So what again? So let's look at this. What's it called? The links on the navbar, right? Now for my navbar links, so I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to make use of this color picker. So this first color is ADF1FF, right? So I will see the nav, right? The UL, right? Then the E, right? So I'll give a background color of ash ADF1FF, right? F1, not FI. So that's the color. So this is this is the second to the last one, right? I'm coming. Then for the last one is this is hidden. Okay. Hash 2183BF. So let me come back. I'll see nav ULE background color hash 2183BF. I've succeeded in giving these colors, right? But if you notice, the colors is kind of affecting everything here. But for here, just the second to the last and the last one. I just want to get the two colors. Now, how do I drop this I picker stuff? Okay. Coming. How do I drop this? Okay, let me just reload the page. I think it will be gone. Okay, it's gone now. Okay, now right. So if you look, um, what I have on my web page, the color is affecting everything, but what they have here is just affecting the second to the last and the last, right? So what I'm going to do is this. Is either I will give this a I'll use a pseudo class to target this, right? Or I'm going to what's it called? I'm going to give them a class name, any of those two. I don't think I can remember the pseudo class now. My head is kind of full, so let's go and give them a class name. I think that would be better. Let's give them a class. So I will call this guy. I will give this guy a class of login.
Plus one.
No, let's give it a class of login. Then let's give this one a class of register, right? So let's go back. You can also use a pseudo class by doing last child and so on and so forth, but let's not do that now. Now, what I will do is this: all of these guys, they're having a black color and it says decoration of none, right? So for this will be for the dot register, right? And this will be for the dot login. So I'll say dot login. You get, so let's go and view them now. Now if I come back, this is what I'm getting. Can you see it? Now for this, I'm going to change the background color to black, right? And it says decoration of none. Now this is affecting all the A, which is all the list item. If I come back now, you can see that sorry, not the background color, a color, right? A color of black, and it says decoration of none. So can you see what I'm getting? The color of black and it says decoration of none. So you can see. And also I'll give them a margin right? Now for font family, let me just use font family of body. Let me give the font family of sans serif. Though that's not the font family, so I'll say font family, right? Sans serif. So let me just use this one. So if I come back, you see what I'm getting. Even though that's not it, my screen is kind of big. My settings. But let's just manage it. Now if you look at this, it has a space from the right, so there's a space there. So let's give that space. So I can come back here, right? Come in. So I can come back to this place. I'll give a margin left of 10 pixels. So let's see what I will give. As you can see, there's now a little spacing, right? But this spacing is not big enough, so let me just make it 13 pixels. And also for this guy, I'll give a padding, right, of 5 pixels, then a border radius of 3 pixels. So let's see what this will give. So a border radius, not border top left radius. So if I do this and save, come back, this is what I'm getting, right? My padding is not big enough, right? I think the font size is kind of small, so let me just reduce the font size. Or maybe it's because I'm zoomed in. So for the padding, I will say for left and right 5. For okay, let me change it to 10 pixels and see how this will be. So this is what I'm getting now, right? So this is better. So let's go back. Then let's do the same thing for this. Copy and paste this guy over here. But it's just that this one, it has a color of white. So then I think this is it. The color of white, right? So this is what we're having now. Okay, so my, what's it called? I'm going to increase this margin left to, let me say 20, or let me say 18 pixel. Okay, let me change it to 20. Let me see, I feel like mine is too small. Let me use 25. Okay, maybe it's because of my spacing. Let's just leave it like that. Then now if you notice, at least it's coming back to life. But I noticed that these two last ones are kind of closer to each other, but let's just manage it this way. Then now if we come over here, let's work on this place. If you look, I have the new place to teach online, right? So the new place to learn tech online. Okay, so for me now, I'm going to use my learn. I'm going to increase my learn, or give the learn this styling. So just to come back here, go to my index.html, right? Then I will what's it called? So I'll give it a B arrow, right? Then this span is going to take that color. Now I'll give this place a class of len, right? So just to come back here. Now for that's my header, right? I'll say header. I will copy these classes as well. Okay, I'll give them padding. I'll say padding of what's it called? 10 pixel. Okay, there's only for 10 pixel, right? So I'll say padding for top and bottom. Okay, let me say padding left, right? I want it to be 5 pixel. And I'll say padding right. I want it to be 5 pixel as well, right? And I want the display of this container to be flex, then align items to be center. So let's see what this will give us. Now if I come back, this is what I will get, right? So you can see what I'm getting now. That's what I'm getting. Now let's go back and work on that padding. Padding left. Let me see. Oh, not pixel, percentage. Percentage. Remember, it's from the side of the screen. So percentage. Now if I come back, this is what I'm getting. So it's now looking like it, right? There's an overflow. We'll look at that. Now the overflow is coming from this image. Now something I can do to fix that is by coming here, and where is it? I think the image I just dumped it there, but I can put it inside the div, right? Now if this thing is inside the div, I can set the width of the image to be 100%, which is take the width of that div, right? So I can oh sorry, I think I closed that. So I can come back here. I will set the width attribute to be 100%. This will do it. If I come back, this is actually, so you can see that it has been fixed, right? Then also the background color of this section, let's work on it. You see the same background color with the nav bar, so I'm going to use that as ef. I'm going to say background color. I'll see ef. So let's see. Can you see what we're getting? So it's similar now, right? But then it's just that the other one is having a bit of space over there. Their space here is more than the one I have here. If you look at this, theirs is kind of coming down, but let's just something we can work with this way. Let's just manage it. Then also, let me see. Okay, so I think I'm going to add padding. Where is it? So if you look at this place, I'm going to give a general padding, right? Now say from top and bottom I want 100 pixel, then from left and right I want 5%. So this will do it for me. Then if I do this and save, come back here, you can see what I'm getting. But now mine is too much at the top, right? And at the bottom. So I'm going to reduce the padding top. Remember, I can take three value where the first is for the top, the second is for left and right, and the bottom is for the last is for the bottom. So let me do something like this. So I think this works fine, perfectly fine. So this works fine. So let's work on this part of the website, right? So how do we work on that part? So if you look, this place is having this background color, so I'm going to use that same background color, right? So I will say dot len, right, which is span. I'll give it this background color and this color, right? Then that's for that. Then I'll say header h1. I'm going to give it a font size. I'll increase the font size of let me see, 60 pixel. So let's see, I want to type 60. So let's see, I want to type 50. So let's see what this will give. Okay, mine is too big, so let me reduce it to 40 pixel. So I think this is better. But don't forget, their text is kind of different, right? So they use groove, so, and the font style is different. So that's why I'm seeing different stuffs there. But then if you look, it's similar. But this 40 is looking as though it's too small. Let me just use 50. Okay, if I use 50, let's see, sorry. Let me use 50 and let's see what I will get. 50 is coming down. Okay, so let me use 45. I know the reason for all this. I know the fix to all this, but I don't want to make this video too long, right? So one thing that's causing this is that I'm zoomed in. You get, and when I zoom out, you saw what happened. So that was one thing. So let me just leave it this way. Let me leave it this way. Then now, if you look at the logo is okay. I wanted to shift the D from that DCS, but let's just manage it that way. Then now, if you look at this text, the text are kind of big, right? So I will go back here and I will say header P, right? I will say font size of let me see, um 20 pixel. Let's see what 20 pixel will give us, because the default size is 16. So 20 is kind of okay. Then also there's a break text there, or there's a break tag. So for this, I can do something like this, just to go back, put a B arrow over there, right? So let's see. So that's coming out, and let's see. So let's go and style the what's it called? So I can see padding. I'll say margin top. Let me see, this should be 20 pixel. Margin bottom should be 20 pixels as well. Let's see what we get. Okay. So I think I need to remove that B arrow. Let's just remove the B arrow, because now it's not like there's a B arrow plus 40 pixel, which is 2020 there. Let me just remove it. Okay, I think this is better. Good, this is better. So you can see that's now coming out. So I don't even need to touch this image. You get, that is already there on its own. I don't need to touch this. But then their page is still kind of bigger compared to mine. Like, this heading is covering everywhere. But let me see. 110, 100, 90. Okay, because I'm in 90. Okay, over here I'm also okay. Good, 90 pixel. I think this is better. So you can see that they are now almost the same. Even if they are not the same, they are now almost the same, right? So as you can see, we've gotten the other part of it. So for the next session we're having, I want to style. Where did I want to style? I want to style this. I think this is what I want to do next. Where I add this text and this is where I want to do next, I guess. Where I add that text and something. Remember, I wrote a comment the other day. So after my header, okay. After the header, let's see. Okay, video section, good. That's the place I want to do. Right. So how do we add iframe YouTube video? There are different ways to do it. So I can come here and say iframe source. So for the source, I'm just going to look for a YouTube video. Let's embed it there. So let me just replace this iframe with this and save, right? So I've gotten the iframe. So I'm going to save, and let's see what that will be like. So guys, this is what I have currently. So you can see my video is being rendered. Remember, I said we are going to be making use of a YouTube video rather than putting a video up there. So this is what I have. Now let's look at the style. Let's see. This is what I want to style. I want to style so that to look like something like this, right? So this is what we'll do. So first of all, we'll change the background color, and then we'll change the display. So if I go back to my index.html, right, I've given this a class of video section. So class of video right section. I did that off cam, so let me just do it here again. Class of video section, right? So that class will do nothing to it as usual. So when I come back, you notice that it's still the same. And now the first thing I'll do when I go back here is to target the video section, right? Then I'll give it a display of flex, align items of center, right? So by the time I do this and come back here, this is what I will get.
Now that's not the only thing I will do. I'm also going to give a padding of what's it called? Let me give 50 pixel top and bottom, 5% left and right? So when I come back, I'm going to get something like this. And also the background color, I've seen the background color of that is 4E, sorry, 4E, 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 I think so. So this is the background color, right? So this is what we have, the same background color. So the text color, come on, let me try 4F, 4F, 4F. Let me see. Okay, similar. Okay, is it that 4E, 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 or 4F also? Okay, let me just use this. Let me just use this. 4E will also work. Now the text color is white, right? So I'm going to say color right of white. Is that also? Then what again? Let's see. The next thing is that this text is kind of bigger, so I will target the div, right? So I will say, first of all, before I do that, I'm going to give them a flex of one each. So I'll say dot video section, what's it called, div. I'll say flex of one, right? I'll say dot video section iframe, right? I'll say flex of one as well. And if I do this, see if this is what I will get, and do the video is kind of bigger. But then I will come back here. So for the iframe, let me just give it a margin left of 20 pixels so that there'll be a little space there. Okay, so it's better this way. Then let's increase the font size of the text. I'll say font size of 20 pixels. Let's see. Okay. That is still big, still kind of bigger. So let me just say 25 pixels. Let's see. 25 pixels. Okay. Okay, it seems like it. So let's target the A of it and say that. Oh, sorry, there's a span there, right? So I give it a class of style, right? By the time I come back, I will say the style, right? It has this color, this dark color. This is the dark one. Yeah, that's it. So that's the background color it's having. Sorry, the light background color. That's what it's having, right? Then let me look for it. So this is it. Copy this and come back. So the background color of this is this, right? So by the time I come back, so this is what we're getting. The text color is dark, right? So I think the text color is the hash 4F, right? So I see the color. Let's go over again. The color and then this. Though I've not gotten the size of the text right, but let's just manage this then. So let's see. Okay, there's a little line height there. So what will happen is I'll come back. I'll say dot this video section div then paragraph, right? Now say line height of, let me say 100. So I'll say this. That's what 1 rem will give. Oh, so this is too small. So I'll say 2 rem. Okay, this is better, right? So that's better. Now I think I'm going to reduce my text here. My text is too much. But then let's just leave it in. I'll see the video section, let's target the anchor tag. Sorry. Let's target the anchor tag, right? So the anchor tag, if I give a margin, it will work unless I set the display to block first, right? Now say margin, I say 20 pixel top and down, 0 pixel left and right. So then come back, this is what I will get, right? Then good, this is what I have now. Yeah, I'll change the color of that. So it's going to be this dark color. So I'll say the color of this color should be this. Then let's go over. Then to have a text decoration of none, right? Text decoration of none. So I do that and see if this is what I will get. So as you can see, this section is almost at Okay, so I feel like their padding is kind of bigger. Let me just change this from 50 to, let me say, 70. Okay, this works. This works. Um, mm, okay, that works. But why do I feel like it's only affecting one part? Only the top part. Okay. Let's see. Unless the iPhone is not the block element. So let me see display of block. Let me see. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's just leave that. Let's just leave. Let's leave that. Let's not bother ourselves with that. Now, the next section we'll work on is the, if I go back, okay, let's see. Is this grid section, right? So if I come here, this is where we want to work on. Explore our detailed guide, right? So detailed guide is on its own. But first of all, let's go to that section. After the video section. So I'll say, okay, so we're using that as testimonial, right? So I'll say class, I'll say testimonial, right? Okay, so I'll come back and I'll say the testimonials, right? Now for the testimonials, there's no need of giving it a padding and the rest since the text are at the center. So I can just see display flex. Now remember, I say flexible and grid can be used for something like this, but then we have to look, what did I want to do? If you look at that, the three section layout, just 1, 2, 3. So there's no need of using grid. Flexible will do this, right? So let's use flexible. Okay, well, seems like I will use that same padding. The reason is because there's a uniform, that uniform space is still maintained. So let's just make use of it. Now say padding, where is it? The one I use for this video section, which is something like this. Let me just grab this guy and put it over here, right? Why is it not working? I'm starting the wrong part. So let's go back. I'm starting the wrong part. This is the course section rather. So I give a class name of course section, right? So this should be course. Let's talk about the course section. Testimonial as well, we have the grid. So let me just say course, right? Now for the course, this is what I'm having now, right? Then let's see. I'm not supposed to give a flex directly under this. So let me just remove these two. So this is what I will get first. And first of all, I'll say text align of center, right? So this is what I will get. Text align of center. Did I save? I don't think I saved. Good, this is what I will get. And I'll say dot course, right? Then the div of it. So I'll say display to flex. Should I call it a div? Since there are lots of div, I'll say dot course class name flex items. Or let me use the course items, right? Okay, so this will be dot course dot items, right? Below flex. If I save this and go back to my stuff, this is what I will get, right? Then I'll see align items. So they already aligned. They already have an alignment of center since they are both the same. Then I'll do something like this: justify content space between. So by the time I do this and save, this is what I will get, right? So let's type the divs in each of them. So if you go back to this place, if you notice very well, there's a div. Each of them is having a div, right? So I'll say dot course dot items div, right? So I'll say border 1 pixel solid RGBA 0,0,0,0 point let me say 0.05. So if I do this and save, let's see. So you can see light border there, right? But then they didn't use border. I think this is box shadow. So let me say 0.1. So let's do that box shadow. I'll say box shadow, right? So box shadow normally takes 3 colors. So let me say 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel. Then let's take this RGB of this. Put this over here. Let's see. So it can take 4 values as well. Let's see. Okay, we are getting the box shadow, right? So we got it. Now, okay. Now I've used flex, but I noticed that the spacing here is too much. There's a way I can do it. I can use the flex group, flex shrink, and so on and so forth. But then let's revert to grid so that you see the difference between flex and grid and where grid is kind of better than flex. If I wanted to use grid to do this, you just to come here and say display of grid, right? And I say grid template columns, repeat 3, 1 fraction. So let's see what this will give to us. Now can you see what this is giving? So that's why in a case like this I prefer using grid. So grid is kind of more responsive when compared to flex. So just to give a grid gap, right? Of let me say 20 pixel. Okay, 20 pixels is too small. So let me double the size. Let me just make it 50 pixel. Then when I come back, this is what I will get, right? 50 is too big, so let me make it 40 pixel. So now I wanted to double that size. Let's see. Okay, 40 is kind of okay. It looks as though it's too big, but let's just manage it. Now, there's a button called Explore Now, or a link there called Explore Now. I don't think we have that link on our page. Oh, we have the link. We have the link. We have the link. So dot course link. Why is it not showing up? Right. Oh, we didn't write anything. This Explore Now is just outside. So let's just okay, Control DD. Right. So let me copy. Okay, no need to copy. Let me just put a hash here. What is it? Hash then. I'll say explore now. Right. So if I do this and see, and I head over, this is what I will get. Right. Now, where is this stuff coming from? Okay, because I use a div. What is it called? So, let's cause item div then this. Okay, okay. I've seen the reason why. Because image and what's it called? Image and anchor tags are inline by default. So we want to come back here and put a big arrow. So that will fix it, right? I'll set one to block and so on and so forth. So that's fix it. Now inside this div, let us style this div. So first of all, the first thing I will do is that I'll give a padding, right, of 30 pixels all around. Now let's see if this 30 pixels is enough. It's not enough. Let's make it 40 pixels. Or let's say 50 pixels all around. So I think this is enough. Oh no, this thing is overflowing. Okay, so let's just use 30 pixels. Let's use 30 pixels all around. So this is better. 30 pixels all around. Then also for the image we can reduce the size. So 30 pixels for left and right, then top and bottom. I want it to be 50 pixels. So let's see what it will give us. So this is what I'm getting now. Right? Then let's style the what's it called? Sorry, top and bottom, left and right. Good. Now if I come back, this is what I'm getting. Good. Now the image. So I'm going to say dot course dot items dot div image, right? So I can reduce the font size, but I don't think I'll reduce the font size, right? Rather, what I will do, I'll just set the display to block. Then I'll give it a margin of 0 pixel. So let's say 30 pixel top and bottom, 0 pixel left and right, right? Okay, good. So this is now sitting at the center, right? You can reduce the width a bit. So let me just see the width of this guy. Let me see 80% of this container, right? Okay, now good. It's now looking a bit small. Then I don't think this is centralized. Let me see. Let me see the background color red. Let's see. Okay, that's the image. That's the image, right? Okay, I'm giving the display of block. Let me see. Since I'm giving it a width, I can see margin right of auto. Let's see. Good, it's now at the center. That's nice. So don't forget so 30 pixel, I can see 30 pixel auto here. So that will fix it. So if I remove this, Let's see what we're having. Good. Now I'm going to remove this background color. So let's tie the link. I'll say dot course, right? Then dot items, dot div, then anchor tag, right? So if you notice very well, the anchor tag is having that background color. Sorry, that color, right? So I'll say color. So I think this is the color. Let's see. So this is the color of it now, right? The dark version of it. Then I'm also going to come back here and give this what's it called? If I go back to this page, I'll give so let me give a span, and this will be a span of styles, right? So notice very well. We already have a class of styles, so I'll say class of style. So let's see what this will give to us, right? For this, the text is kind of white, right? So I can see. Okay, let me just give it its own class. I'll see style h1, right? So I'll copy this class of style. So it's still the same. It's almost the same. I'll just copy this. I'll do this. Say style h1, right? Then now this should be color of white. So let me say color white, right? So I think okay. Let's see. Oh, the background color. I'm not getting the background color right. I think we're using the light variation. It's supposed to be the dark one. So let's see. This is supposed to be what I'm going to use. So good. So we've gotten it right now. Okay, good. We've gotten it right. So I need to give this a margin button, right? So if you look, what's it called? This text is kind of small, but me, I'm using I think H1. So we can reduce the size, right? So I'm going to come back here for this what's it called? So for the H1, you see that course, right? H1, there's a H1 there. So let me just copy these two, right? That should be on that here, right? Then I'll give it a margin button of let me say 30 pixel. So let's see what this will give. Good. So it's looking alright now. Good, good, good. So this is what I'll get. So let's try this anchor tag. So the anchor tag should have a text decoration of none and a font size, an increased font size. Let me say 30 pixel. So if I do that and see, oh, sorry, 30 pixels to be 20 was what I wanted to write. So 20 pixel. So good. So if you notice now, this is what we're getting. This page. If you notice, I was using just one picture, not two. But let's go and change the images. So this is okay, 1, 2, and 3. So I think I have the images 1, 2, and 3, right? So I'll come back here. So this should be 2. We did this in the previous class, and this should be 3, right? So if I come back to my web page, so this is what I'm getting, right? Okay. Though the images are not kind of right, but let's just manage it. Then let's see. Instead of using H1 here, I think we should use H2. So let me use H2. H2 and H2. Okay, let's just leave it at H2 because the text that I have in there is much and my own text is small. So let's just leave this like that. The images they are having the same size, but my own I feel this is bigger than this and this is in turn bigger than this. Right, so let's see what we can. Okay, let's leave that. Now let's go to the testimonial section. So this is what I want to do on that testimonial section. This is it, right? Something like this, right? So let's do all of this card. Now, first of all, for the testimonials, right? Let's go back. For the testimonials, I'm going to give all of this what's it called? All of this style. So I'll also use grid. So let me just say dot testimonials, right? So I'll give a what's it called? Padding of 70 pixel, top and bottom. Then left and right is 5%. So let's see what I will get on my own page. Good, I'm getting that right? And now I let's come back here. Now, if I go back to the testimonial, to the web page, there's a div, just like I did something here. What's it called? This, whereby I give this of items. I can also do the same here, right? So I can give this guy a class of cards or items, any one of my choice. Oh, okay, good. So what I'll do is this. I'll first of all see text align or center, right? And now I'll see the testimonials cards, right? I'll see display grid and grid template columns, three comma so I'll see repeat. I say three comma auto or three comma one FR, it's the same thing, right? I don't think this grid is working yet. Okay, let's see why is it not working. I come here, this is the cards, right? So I have item one. Okay, I use cards. Okay, dot cards. So if I save, so good, I'm getting it now, right? Then also let's see, there's a border. So let's go back and see border 1 pixel solid RGBA. Let's use this then. Also I'll give a grid template columns for the spacing. So I'll say let me say sorry, not grid template column, grid gap of let me say 20 pixel, right? So let's go back. So this is what we're having. Oh, this border is not supposed to be here. I think it's supposed to be for the divs, right? The individual divs. Now, since I'm already only having just a div inside of them, so I can come back here and see those testimonials dot cards, then div, right? So I'll give this, what's it called? Okay, this will fix it, right? Oh, okay. I think I'm having more divs inside of it. So let's go and see what we can do. Okay. Cat divs, right? Let's see. Okay. Now since I give all of them the same stuff, so I can target this like this. Oh, no need. I can just target this. Then sorry, target this way, right? I've gotten all of them. Now I've come back here and give this a class of card. So this will apply to all of them, right? So instead of targeting the I'll say dot card, so the individual card. So this is what they will be like now. So you can see it's no longer affecting everything, right? But also my grid gap is too small, so I'm going to make it 30 pixel, right? Then also I'll give this a border radius of 5 pixel, or let me use 3 pixel. I do this and save, right? This is what I will get. So what's next? I feel like this is 4 in a row. I said it, so I'm going to change this to 4 comma 1 fraction or 4 comma 2, so that we get the size good. So this is looking better now. Then now let's just target the H1 first. So I'll see the testimonials. So just like I did over here, where is it? Then I gave a margin button of this. I'm going to cut this and also apply this here. So I'll put this over here. Sorry about that. So I'll put this over here and save. Now I'll change this to testimonials, right? So when I come back, this is what I'll get. Let me see. Okay, this is better this way. There's an emoji there. Let's leave that emoji, please. So for the text, they are being aligned to the left. Don't forget I already have a text align of center before, so I can come to either of these, maybe the card or the card, individual card. I'll see the text align. Let me see. Let's see what we have there. Okay. I can come to any of them. I see text align should be left, right? So by the time I do that and come back, this is what I will get. Text align is now left, right? Then now the images, we are going to make them small. But before that, I'm going to give a padding in the card, padding of 20 pixel. Let's see what that will give to us. Okay, I feel 20 is too much, but let's just leave it. And also the heading, What am I using in my heading, or my heading rather? I'm using H1. I feel like I should use H2. But let's just use H1. Let's just use H1. So it's the same thing. I'm going to copy this guy. Now, this is why I'm doing this is because I'm being specific with the style. I don't want it to affect any other H1, right? So if I do this, I'm going to give a color of this dark variation of this, right? So this is what we have. Did I save? I don't think I saved. Okay, I saved, right? Let's see. What is the color now applying? Okay, so testimonials. Oh, sorry, it's H2. I'm sorry about that, guys. This is supposed to be H2. Yeah. So my text is kind of mush, but let's just leave it that way. So that's my P. So I'll just do the same thing again. Copy this, paste it over here. I'll change it to P, right? And then all I'll do is I'll give a margin of 0 pixel top and bottom. Oh, sorry, 20 pixels top and bottom, 0 pixels left and right, right? Because I need a spacing there. Good, it has applied. Then also, I want this what's it called, the SVGs to have yellow color, right? I'm not going to inspect that color. I'm just in the testimonials SVG. I want them to have a background color of yellow. Is it background? I think it's color because an icon. Oh, sorry, sorry. I'm supposed to use color rather. I'm supposed to use the color, right, of yellow, but it's not a yellow color. I think it's a golden something. So let me just see. Yellow, gold. Let me see gold. Okay, let's just use gold. Okay, good. Gold works better. Okay, gold works better. Though it's not exact. Though it's not the exact color, but then gold works better. So for these images, let's reduce the size. Just to come back here. Under testimonials, IMG, right? Right. It has a width of 200 pixel and a height of 200 pixel. So that's what I'll get. Oh, sorry, that's too big. So let me see 50 and 50 pixel. Okay, so this is doing it for us. Good, good. So now, there's a text there, right? So I don't think I have that over here. So there's a text there. This is supposed to be the, let me just say profile, right? So I'll highlight this. So I'll select all of them, right? Then I'll go up. I'll say dot profile, right? This thing is applying to all. So let's take note of that because what I'm doing. Let me give this a div again. Sorry about that, right? Then come down. I say closing div. So if I save, so I have the dot profile now. Now, here's what I'll do. I'll say dot testimonials dot profile, profile, right? So I give it a margin top of 20, okay, 10 pixels, right? So let's see. Good. So you can see what we're having, right? That's not the only thing. So just for us to be sure that this is let me change it to 50 pixels so that we see that it's visible. Can we see how good it's visible? So change it back to 10. Now that's not the reason I have that there because there's a text here, right? So let's go back to our web page. What's it called? Am I still selecting everything? I don't think I have. So let me just do this again, right? So good. Now inside this profile, I'm going to have a what was it called? I have a dot user, right? So I have a dot user class. Now I'll make all of them the same for now. I'll say let me see strong Jean Jean do. Then also I'll have a span under this user. Now I'll say what's it called? I'll say this says academic. So this can be changed later on. right? So if I go back to the web page, you can see I'm having this, right? And now, why am I doing this? So that I can start this profile by saying a display of flex, right? Align items of center. Now, watch what I will get. That's what I'm having. And now for this, remember they are inline, right? So I'm supposed to put a BR. So I can come back here, put a BR tag. It will be for all of them as well. Guys, what I'm having good. So that's fixed it. Now, not only that, I can come back here. I will see the testimonials. What is it called? I can see the profile, then the image, right? So this has done this. Then I'll see the testimonials, dot profile. Then I'll see dot user. Don't forget I have a class of dot user over here. So this is user class, right? And now I can do something like margin left of 10 pixels. So by the time I do that and save, this is what I will get, right? So you can see it's kind of similar. Now we just wanted to add a little styling of our own. If you look, there's a tag here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so, right? So let's work with that. So what are we going to do with that? Now what I wanted to do was that I will put that as a tag, as a box somewhere around there. There's no way I can draw at the top right of each of the boxes. So that will enable us to understand position, relative, and absolute. Now that's my card, right? So if I come back here, this is what we're trying to use it for. I have other spans, so I've made a mistake again. So what I'll do, I will come here. So we're going to do it one after the other. And give a class of top right, RIGHT. So let's just bear and look for these all of one after the other. Top right, right? So this is for my number tag, top right, right? I'll look for it again. The top right. I did this before and it was really time consuming, but then let's just bear. So top right, right? So the fifth one is this top right, right? The next one is this top right, easy top right, right? Then where is it? Top right, top right, right? Then the eighth one is this. I feel like I removed the one of 9. Let me just top right. Okay, let me just leave it. So when more items come for this 9, coming. What is it? Top right. So I can put 10, 12, and the rest of them. Now, if you look, what I'm having here is this. These are the numbers of cards I'm having. Okay, 8. Okay, let me just remove this. Not like it's 8, 7 space. Okay, let me just remove this. I don't need this. It's too much. Let me just remove this. Okay, now the best way to do that is by coming up here. I'll look for the card. This is it over here. I can close it here. And then I can delete it. So this is faster. I made a mistake. I want to delete the 8th one. Oh, the 7th rather. Sorry about that, guys. So I can come back to this. This is the card over here, right? Uh, okay, then I'll delete it. So if I come back, I'm now having just 8 cards, right? Now, what did I want to do? I said I wanted to be at the top right of that card. Is that not so? So I can come back here. I will say something like this: the top right, right? Now I give it a what's it called? A background color of this and a text color of white. Sorry, color of white, right? This is what I want us to see first, right? And I'll give it a width of 100 pixels and a height of 100 pixels as well. So let's see what we get. Okay, it's a span, right? Give it a display of block, right? So good. So this is what we have. If I saw display of block, I will see the display should be flex. Align items center, justify content center, right? And that I will get. This is now our line items rather. Right, so this will sit at the center of that box. But then I'm going to reduce this to 50 and this to 50 as well. Right, so these are 50, 50, and this one I will get. Now increase the text, right? So I'll say the font size should be 30 pixel. Let me see. Okay, good. This is what I need, right? Now I want this to sit at the top right of that box. I can give it a border radius of 3 pixels as well, just to style it, right? Now what we want to do is positioning, right? So we want to position on this card itself and the span. Now remember, to us to do something like that is position relative and absolute. So if I say position and I give this a position of absolute, now this will be absolutely relative to the browser. Can you see what's happening? Now if I say okay, I want to set the top position of this top position to be 0 pixel, what should I will get? This is what's happening. That will now be relative to the browser. So that's not what I'll do. So rather I will come back here on the card, right? I give a position of relative so that this cannot be absolutely relative to that card, right? So if I come back here, this is what I will get, right? The top is 0, and I will say from the right as well, 0 pixel. Sorry, on the right of that card or the apparent container, so it should be 0, right? So this is what I'm having now. So that was what I wanted to do. So as you can see, I feel like for this border, to make it more better or more stylish, we should have given it this color. I think that would be better in my own opinion. So if I come back here, that border is on the card. So this, let's see. So if I save this, I think this is more better, right? So we've gotten the what's it called, the design. So if you notice, this is what we're getting now. We're trying to copy some styles from this and create our own style, right? So this is what we're getting now. So what can we do? Let me see. This on this custom, what's it called? Okay, there was no extra stuff. Okay, fine. Let's leave that. Now for the footer, what are we going to do? Of course, we're not doing this exact footer, right? So we're doing this footer, something similar to this, right? So let's just do that. Let's call it a wrap. Remember, I said we're combining styles from both of them. So now for my footer, I give a footer tag, right? Okay, good. So I'll come back here. I'll say footer, right? I'll see text align center. I see padding. Since text align and center, padding will have them more shaped. I still be top and bottom padding. So I will see for top and bottom 30 pixels. But let me use 50 pixels, right? So for left and right. So okay, if I just say padding of 50 pixels. So let's go. So this is what we're getting, right? Then don't forget there is a what's it called? There are two guys there. I have the what's it called? The paragraph and the okay. Let me put this under a container. I'll say dot links, right? Cut this guy. Then put it over here. So the links. So I'll come back here. Dot. I'll say footer dot links. Say E, right? I say test decoration. Now let me show you what this will do. If you look, I'm having a little dot under, right? So I don't need that dot. I'll say test decoration of what's it called? None, right? When I come back, you can see there's no dot again. Now I can increase the font size. I don't think this will increase the font size. Let me just show you. I say font size 50 pixel. But let me say 500 pixel, right? That would okay, it works. Oh, okay, good. Okay, fine. Okay, so let me just say 50 pixels. Uh, so let's go back. 50 is definitely too big. So let me say 20 pixels rather. Okay, there's no much change. Let me say 25, right? Okay, good. And now I'm going to give that color, the color of this, right? Okay, this is better. Then now the links, I can do something like this dot footer dot links, right? And say this should be margin bottom of 10 pixel. This is links. Now I'm also going to put it above this since that is inside. Now I like doing my CSS this way since I'm the type that doesn't like writing comment. What I like doing is that I like making my CSS from top to bottom or from outside to inside. That's to say, I will start whatever comes out first before going inside. So that's why I'm doing this way, or from top to bottom. So you see me over time cutting a particular style, replacing it somewhere else. So that's what I'm trying to do. So that when I want to debug later on or look for something, to be easy for me to find it. So this is what I'm getting. This padding, did it work? Okay. So I think let me make it 50 to see if it will work. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. So if I say background color red, let me see. Oh, because I'm using dot footer. So that's why it didn't work, right? So good, you can see that it's working now. So let me change it to 10 pixel. Let me see. Okay, good, 10 is better. So this is what I will get, right? So boom, we're getting our landing page, right? So it's very simple though, but then we've been able to learn a lot from this. So as you can see, this is the header section, similar to what I have on this convertcard.com, right? Then, though it's not exactly the same, but then at least we're able to replicate it to some extent, right? And also, if I scroll, this is this video section, right? This video section over here. Then if I scroll down, this section, this section, right? Then if I scroll, this section will tend to style it a bit different, right? Then this is my footer. So guys, thank you very much for joining this video. I would like to hear from you guys on the comment section what you feel about the design, if you should do something like this, more of this on the channel. So I really do appreciate the time for staying. Thank you very much, guys. I do advise you to practice, do more projects like this. You can go to front end, mentor, get designs, and the rest of them. Just try to practice HTML and CSS and as well. So I think our next class will be on responsive designs. So we're going to see more of responsive design such that my style can fit on both what's it called, desktop and mobile. As you can see, this is not really cool, right? So that's for that. Before I go, let me just say this. I'm not the type that likes what's it called, bright or light mode. I like using dark mode, so you can set that by coming somewhere here to color themes, right? So this is what I like using, dark mode. Coming dark, right? Now the reason I'm using this light mode was because I think I had the program whereby I had to do coding in kind of an outside space. Just for me to be clear, there was a, should I say, settings of my system has been altered, so I couldn't get the brightness, so I had to change or switch to light mode, right? So this is what I've been like using. Good. So that was why you saw light mode over here. So maybe should I say I forgot to change it? So over time I might also be forgetting to change it. So don't be surprised. So thanks very much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate you. See you next time. Bye. Also, guys, please do not forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share this video. Thanks very much.